Alright guys, I just had another part come in for the Smith & Wesson M&P 15 Sport. This is an AR-15, and it is both 5.56 and 2.23. 1 in 9 twist barrel. It's been a little bit of a change from the previous M&P Sports from a few years ago. Okay, so I already showed this on video. The first thing I did was I changed out the standard handguards to the Magpul MOE. Now, a couple things that I want to do with this rifle. Number one is I want to keep this rifle as light as I possibly can. I'm not the guy that's looking to try to put lasers and all kinds of different things on an AR and just like completely pack it out. Okay, that's not... I want something that is easy to wield, home defense, you know, easy to swing around, close quarter combat situation. I don't want a bunch of weight. I don't have anything against with people that put different things on them for its intended use, but for mine, it's going to be light, because this rifle is already light as it comes from factory, and I just don't want to, you know, do things to make it heavy. Okay, now, so the Magpul MOE foregrip is very ergonomic. I find that when I hold under it, that it fits my hand much better than any of the plastic ones that come from a factory with rifles. It also has the M-LOK system, where I could put rail. You can buy rails from Magpul, and you can put rails here, you can put rails underneath, rails here and on the other side. Not for sure yet if I'm going to go with an AFG. I just don't know yet. But you have an option to put rails wherever you want. There's a lot of capability, and you can move them anywhere you want. So you can add rails if you want, but at the same time, this polymer is going to keep it lighter than anything else would. And there's a heat guard in there in the bottom. It's a metal, it's a thin metal shield to guard from heat. Okay, so what just came in today was the BCM Gunfighter Grip MOD-3. So I want to try this one out. Just for me, with the way I hold an AR-15, shoot left-handed, and I would have my elbow tucked in close to the body, okay? So, if this were my arm, I'm not going to be chicken-winged. Like if this were my hand and this was my elbow, I'm not going to be chicken-winged like this. This would be straight down at my side, okay? And my hand, and it's go down like a V and come up, and then my hand would be here shooting. Well, this grip puts my wrist at a bind. It has my wrist up too far because of the angle when I have that elbow in close to the body. Okay, if you're thinking of close quarters combat or home defense, you want to be tucked in, with both arms tucked in and able to swing the rifle around. I know that I was told that when these were originally designed, not for sure if this is true or not, but I was told that when AR-15s were first designed, that the way guys were shooting these was chicken wing grip. So like, if this was their hand, their elbow was up, parallel to the ground, and their elbow was out at the side, like that. Don't know if that's true or not. So this BCM Gunfighter grip has a much less degree of an angle when it's on the rifle. Now, this I've never held one of these. I've never even used one of these. I've never even held this one yet or took it out of the package. They say that this being at a less steep of an angle that way, like this way, it'll be down more this way. They say that this gives you better trigger control because it puts your finger in a better position on the trigger, closer to what a handgun style grip would put you. That's what this claims. And this is it's wider than the other mods. I have bigger hands, and I would like more. These are very thin to me. These standard grips, they're very thin when I hold it. So this is a thicker grip. So I'm going to go ahead here and take it out of the package, and we'll see what we're working with here. Okay, it's polymer, but it almost feels like a rubbery type material in a way, but there's no give. There is no give, no cushion like an ergo grip. So basically, this is how the grip would be. Man, this feels like very good traction right here. Way better than even what it looks like on the package. This feels like very good traction. I don't think I'll have a problem with that at all. So it's basically be like this. Remember, you don't need all four on there because your trigger finger is either going to be on the frame of on the lower of the firearm, or it's going to be on the trigger of the rifle. So this is how it would be held. Just from going like this feels comfortable in the hand. Feels like a good size. So what I'm going to do now is I'm going to go ahead and put it on there, and I'll show you the different degree of grip angle once I have this one installed. Okay, we'll be right back in a sec. Okay guys, there it is installed, the BCM Gunfighter MOD-3 grip. And I gotta tell you, I'm so glad I went ahead and made the decision to get this. This was a recommendation from a viewer of mine, Azazel, who commented about this in the comment section of my last video, and I went ahead and ordered it. I gotta tell you guys, you have no idea how many times I have used a recommendation from a subscriber and looked into it, and it ended up being what I wanted. Take, for instance, the Bowie Tactical Concepts M&P. I had just bought that gun, did my first video on it, and one of the subscribers said, hey, you should look into what Bowie can do to these. I have heard of Bowie. Before, I didn't really look into him. I went over to his channel, I started checking into it, and about 2 days later, my gun was getting sent off. So thank you to subscribers who suggest things. Let me show you the difference in the grip angles here. Hopefully you can tell. This sticks way out beyond. Girl, get back. Let me show you. Let me see if I can show you like this. Let me get this lined up under here. So you can see right here how much more. Hoping that's showing up on camera. I don't think it is, but let me try to move this over some. Get this lined up here. Just going to prove to you a point, or show you. When I have these two lined up, the difference in the grip angle back there. I still don't think it's showing. Okay. Basically, if I line these two up here, you can see the difference back there. Get this fully lined up here and straight. There's about that much difference right there. I got it lined up at the head. See the difference in the angle? So the BCM Gunfighter grip is much less of a steep angle. So let me do this at the extreme. If your grip was like this, now it's like this. I'm, exaggerating that to show you a point. But you can see right here that if I line these up, you can see the angle of the BCM more further down this way. Basically, it seemed to put my finger more in line with the trigger like a handgun. Okay, because think about it. The more of a steep angle you get here, think of your hand grabbing that and how your finger's going to turn. So this takes that cant down. I believe this is an 18-degree angle. But guys, I love it. The texture feels fine. Love the MOE fore-end. Much more to come on this rifle. I have an optic to get yet. It's going to be a cheaper but yet high-quality optic. It's not Aimpoint, it's not EOTech, but it will be one that's had a lot of testing done and it's supposed to be quality, okay? So for now, that's it, guys. I hope you enjoyed the video. The BCM Gunfighter MOD-3. I highly recommend it. Let me go ahead and I'll grip it for you. You can see, and yes, this gun is not loaded. It was checked before the camera was on, but you can see how it's got a kind of a high-rise beaver tail. You can come up a little bit. position your hand however you want it. This does open up at the bottom with a rubber gasket seal. You can put something in there if you want. But yeah, I really like it. It's not just a thing for looks for me. It's actually something for, to use. It does have a little gap thing there that's made on this. It's not an add-on. It's made right on the grip. I highly recommend this, guys. I was able to tuck my arm in all the way close to the body and hold and have a better angle instead of being up like this. So excellent for close quarter combat, in my opinion. Home defense, anything such as that you would want to use your AR for. I mean, I'm sure it's good for long distance too, but for like home defense and stuff, and keep your arms tucked in, as much as you can into the body when you're going down hallways and stuff. Alright guys, until next time, this is H4T. I hope you're enjoying this series. Let me know, because there'll be much more to come on this M&P Sport that I picked up for $5.99. Alright guys, have a great weekend, and I'll talk to you later.